The point that I'm at now with dealing with this reality is I'm just not overthinking as much. I'm not worrying as much. I'm not stressing as much. I'm basically just changing my outlook and my perception on just worldly situations because the way that this world is set up, it's set up for you to overthink because you got to overthink about money. You might be in a rut. You might be in a certain situation where you're having financial issues. You don't know if you're going to get this amount of money or when it's going to come or how you're going to get out of this financial rut that you're in. But the way my perception is on it is basically now I'm not going to overthink and worry about it because that's only going to make it worse. Like, it will only benefit me if I change my outlook on it. Even if the situation doesn't play out the way that I want it to, it's still going to benefit me by changing my outlook on it because I'm not going to worry as much about it. Because you could be in a certain situation and you're basically draining yourself by worrying and overthinking because you're thinking about problems and shit before they even happen, or you're thinking about how are you going to get out of this, or are you going to make it out of this, or where's this money going to come from that you need? And it's like leading up to these issues and problems, you're just overthinking and draining yourself as opposed to just changing your outlook on it. Because even if it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to, and you're mad by being optimistic about it, it's still going to give you more peace dealing with the situation. You're going to have more peace because your outlook on it is just more optimistic. Like, as opposed to thinking about, oh, how am I going to get this? Where is this money going to come from? The way that you could look at it is, I know this is going to happen in my favor. I know I'm going to make it out of this. I don't have to worry about it because everything's going to align for me. Everything's going to attract to me that I need. So I don't got to worry or stress about it. Everything is going to work out in my favor. And I know a lot of people might be like, oh, you're just being fake optimistic. That's the point. Like I said, even if you are being too optimistic and it doesn't happen the way that you thought about it or that you're thinking about the situation, you're still giving yourself that freeing feeling to where you're not worrying. At least you're not stressing or making these issues worse before they even happen. Because 9 times out of 10, you're stressing before these problems even happen. So you're automatically making it worse by default, and you're probably attracting more bad shit by just your outlook on it. So now the way that I'm looking at these situations is just that it's going to happen in my favor. It's going to attract to me. I don't got to worry or stress. Just tapping in with the source, basically. And when I say tapping in with the source, I just mean oneness, state of consciousness. Just tapping in with oneness. And just basically knowing that everything is just going to work in your favor. It's basically like a higher power. No, I'm not religious, but I still believe in a higher power, which is the source, which is oneness. So a lot of these people claim that they believe in God or they believe in this and that. But when they get in these situations, it's like, where's all of that faith that y'all speak about? Y'all talk about all that faith that you have that, oh, everything's going to be fine. Oh, my quote-unquote higher power is going to work it out for me. But these are the same people that would stress about problems. But it's like, if you really believed in whatever higher power that you believed in, you wouldn't be stressing at all. You would know for a fact that this quote-unquote higher power, whichever you believe in, will work it out for you. So that's basically how I'm looking at this stuff. Like, the source is just going to work it out for me. So it doesn't matter how big these worldly problems feel, or it doesn't matter how I perceive these issues or how bad the situation is. It's not going to overrule the source, the power of the source to change my situation for the better. Like, if you really claim that you believed in a higher power, you wouldn't even be worrying about worldly issues, because you would know for a fact that this is nothing, that whatever higher power that you believe in will work it out, has more power. Basically, whatever higher power that you believe in has more power over the situation. So no matter how big these problems or how much of a rut that you're in, it's not more powerful than the higher power that you believe in to change the situation around. So you shouldn't be worrying, you shouldn't be stressing or none of that. You should already know that everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. And like I said, even if it doesn't work out that way, at least you didn't have to stress as much. At least you didn't waste time overthinking and being drained by that shit. You were just at peace with the situation.